Alright, hey everybody. Today I'm just going to be doing a quick update to the channel. I've been doing gaming content for 7 months, mostly Let's Play videos. And I just thought I'd do a little update about that real quick. I currently have 59 subscribers. Thank you to everyone who's been subscribing. I picked up a lot of subscribers, and a lot, I mean, for me, which was maybe 3 or 4, which is a lot to me, but I picked up those subscribers within the past week because I didn't look at my YouTube channel for about a week, and then I came back and I had new subscribers. So, thank you for that. And I'm at 169 videos right now. Most of those are shorts, like that are like 5 seconds long. The shorts are really skewing the video count, but the long form videos are probably around 50 or 60, somewhere around there. I haven't looked at the exact number, but there's way more shorts than there are long form content. Mostly Let's Plays. I've done some tutorials as well with modding, Elder Scrolls modding. My channel is really just about Elder Scrolls, and I'm going to keep it that way for now. And probably in the future, it's probably just going to be about Elder Scrolls. I like doing that. So, Let's Plays, I've been doing OpenMW, Oblivion Remastered modded, Skyrim, all of that, as well as some Morrowind modding. Those are actually some of my most popular videos, are my Morrowind modding console commands, construction set, and a Skyrim video. There was one Skyrim video that was really popular. I also made content on how to mod Oblivion Remastered on Steam Deck. Those are definitely my more popular videos. Alright, so my most popular videos, as I mentioned earlier, were about Morrowind modding, and I think what's interesting about that is when certain console commands are Googled, the Google Gemini actually recommends my video and uses my video as the main source of its instructions, which is really feels a little strange, but at the same time, it's to be expected with that kind of technology. So a lot of my content actually comes up on Google Gemini when you ask about certain console commands. I think toggle God mode is one of them because I found it by accident because I was making a video and I couldn't remember that exact console command, so I just put it into Google really quick, and then my own content came up, my own video, which is funny. But I messed around with it a little more. I think my dialogue video, my construction set video, those come up. I haven't messed with the other ones, but I'm sure if I ask the right questions, then they might come up. So that's a little interesting that the AI's got my number. I don't know how to feel about that because I'm not a big AI fan. I'm more against it than for it in a lot of ways, but it's out there. So my content is definitely being seen by the AI, even though it doesn't have a lot of views or anything like that, which is interesting. So I do see that it's getting out there in some way. But I don't mind that my Let's Plays don't get a lot of views. I mean, I'm doing really obscure or niche things a lot of the time, or just things that are just really oversaturated. And Let's Plays are past their prime. It's just the way it is. They're definitely not what they were when I was younger, in 2000s, but it's just like living out a childhood dream, and I don't have a lot of time lately to stream, so it's just some fun way to kind of live out that fantasy that I had when I was a kid of just being a Let's Player. Like technically, I am one now, and I'm not famous or anything. That was never really what I was after as a kid. I just wanted to play video games and put it online. So I mean, I'm doing that now. So yeah, childhood dream accomplished. Going forward, I think I'm going to keep doing a lot of the same content. I mean, I'm going to try to expand and try some new things, maybe some scripted videos. I have a couple ideas written down about some scripted videos and a couple other things that are a little fun that are Elder Scrolls related. But I really do enjoy Let's Plays, so I don't think those will ever go away anytime soon. So I will continue to post that. I actually have 3 videos right now that I haven't posted yet. that are of gameplay. I think it's Outer Kings 2 and Morrowind. I have those kind of in a backlog because I film maybe once or twice a month. I'll make like two or three at a time, and then I'll space them out over, 3, 4 days, and then I'll record again. So I actually don't play video games every day anymore. I will play maybe 3 or 4 times a month, if that, and I usually record when I play. So a lot of my content is on a backlog, and I didn't get to upload anything last week because I was busy and I wasn't able to work on uploading the backlog. So there's still a lot of videos I recorded maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago that are still not uploaded yet. And I'm going to continue on just doing that kind of routine because, interestingly enough, ever since I started this channel, I actually game less than I used to. I don't know how that worked out, but filming the content actually cut down on the amount of time that I game, which is probably a good thing because there was a point in time where I was just gaming a lot, just a, just a shit ton. And I do other things now, but I love my games, but I can't game all day every day for my whole life. So for some reason that it just worked out that the channel actually kept me from gaming for hours on end because I like to record everything. And I usually record 2 or 3 episodes at a time, and they're like 40 minutes each. So that's about 2 hours, give or take. So yeah, I'll keep going on with that and try out some scripted stuff and a couple other things that are not let's plays. Just intertwine the two, but it's gonna keep being outer scrolls related. All right. So in conclusion, the channel was started in July 2025, and I made a video in that time period where I discussed being on YouTube. I think it's called 2 Weeks on YouTube. And I just discussed why I started the channel and the goals I had at the time, which really haven't changed very much between now and then. And I said that it was to get my mind off of not having a job and not being able to get a job. And nothing has really changed in that regard, unfortunately. I have put in 100 or more applications. I stopped counting after 100. It is more than 100. It could be 500. It could be whatever. I don't know. I stopped counting. And like an idiot, I didn't keep my own spreadsheet. So when the like Indeed and all those other places, they only keep a record of the application for maybe 60 to 90 days, some of them, or some of them 6 months at the most. So some of my older applications have actually started to go away. So I was an idiot that just didn't keep up with what I was applying to. So I really have no true count. I just know I hit 100 at one point, and I blew past that. So I have no idea. Not an uncommon story these days, in the United States at least, but I was considered a NEET for a little while. And I did make a video called Rambling as a NEET or something like that. And I put it on private because I just started rambling like crazy. I could unprivate it. I just need to go back and rewatch what I said in that video because it was one night that I was just like kind of whacked out a little bit. I mean, I was sober, but it was one of those nights where I was just feeling really bad about myself. So I was just rambling about random shit. And I looked back on the video. I'm like, do I want that public? I mean, it only got like 10 views, so it wasn't a big deal. Like, no one noticed it was on, but I just put on private because I was like, not sure if I wanted that on my channel, if it fit the theme that I'm trying to go for. I don't know, but I still have it. But I talked about that kind of situation, and there's a couple times where I was like, oh, I'm gonna get this interview, or they're gonna call me back, or I'm close to getting this job, and then the people just disappear, like they just go into the ether or something. And now that I'm more informed about what's going on in the job market, at the time I just didn't know because my parents told me do this, and then I did it and nothing happened. So I was like, what the fuck's going on? Because ever since I was like 10, my family has said, step one, step two, step three, step four, yay, you have a job now. And it's none of that worked. So, um, now that I look back on it, I think all those recruiters and things that I was talking to, chat messages and all that stuff was actually AI. I don't even think I've ever talked to a human being because I never talked to anyone on the phone or on Zoom. So now that I reflect, I'm like, that shit was AI. I never talked to any real people the entire time. And of course, I'm still looking for employment. But I actually got accepted into graduate school. I decided to go back to graduate school because I got offered some incentives from my college that I was at alumni, and they were offering some scholarships and just incentives to come back, and the price is fair. And plus, I get scholarship, so why not? There's nothing else to do. I mean, trying to get a job isn't fucking working because I've been trying to do that for a long time. So no one ever replies to me. So I was like, I could just do this in the meantime and keep trying, and maybe it'll help me, maybe it won't. But I'm getting scholarships and stuff. I will have to pay for some of it, but I won't have to pay for all of it. So I think it's fair. It's fair price for what it is, and it's something that AI can't really do. So I'm just trying to shield myself from what's coming, even though I don't know that I'll be able to shield myself completely. Because who knows where this is going? But I'm just trying to pivot because just trying to get a job has not worked for me. And I've done a lot of different things to try to get a job, and it just hasn't worked. So that's what I'm trying to do. And I've been doing volunteer work as well. So I haven't really been a full on NEET for a while. I think technically I was like a full on NEET for like 4 months because last year, at the beginning of the year, I was doing continuing education credits, CEUs or units. So I stopped that in May, and then in September I started doing volunteer work. I mean, of course, I need money, but I was like, I gotta do something in the meantime. So it was really only a NEET over the summer. Because I bought into all that upskilling shit that the tech bros tried to say. They're saying just upskill and you'll be fine in the job market. Well, I did a lot of upskilling outside of university, like extra training and things like that, and it didn't work. So I have no idea. I'm trying to pivot again. We'll see if it works, but yeah, that's it. That's about all for my update. I got accepted. I will be going in the summer. I think I start in May. That was the earliest I could get in. And yeah, I just see where all that goes. And I'll keep uploading to the channel too. But this is just for fun, so I don't mind if I don't get a lot of views or subscribers or whatever. So yeah, that's the update. Not a lot has changed over the course of this channel in regards to my personal life. I I'm not in the best of mind right now. I I served on a jury and it really messed with my head. So I'm trying to like get over it, but it's not something I can really get over. It's been it's been a while since I actually was on the jury. It's over now. Like the case is actually done. It's out, but I just I would not ever want to do that again. I don't I don't know about that. So I've been trying to get back to into my usual routine of things because I've really been messed up with my routine and all of that. So I've been trying to like get back into doing my things and making sure, my school is good and this is the good and all that and go back to looking for a job and all that stuff. But it's just hard because you're like, oh my God, all that stuff that happened. all that time ago and it's still in my head, you know. But I think it'll go away eventually, but I can understand why people fight tooth and nail to get out of that shit because it can be very tough to go through and it kind of lives with you for a long time. So I think that it's just going to take me some time to get back into my usual routine. And like I said, I have a backlog, so I still have things to upload. I'm going to try to do more gaming. I haven't gamed since then, and it's been a while since I was, doing that. So I've just had a hard time sleeping and things like that. It's just not a fun experience. But yeah, I think that that's about all for my update. Thanks for subscribing, viewing the videos, commenting on the videos. This was just a little personal update because I was like, I gotta just do something, just get back into my routine. And I was like, well, I make an update video because I had meant to make this video, but then I forgot, and I recorded one version of it and then I forgot to upload that, and it got outdated because so much time had passed between the time I recorded that video. And when I went back and listened to it, I was like, I've gotten so many more subscribers and views since then, and I just needed to remake it. So I'm remaking it now. I'm gonna make sure it gets uploaded in a timely fashion so it remains relevant to the time period. But yeah, thanks for watching, subscribing, all that. See ya.